For the next 2 days, Warsaw is taking center stage in discussions pertaining to strengthening collective defense, deterrence and security, particularly on NATO's eastern flank. Now, to discuss this, we are now joined by General Dariusz Parylak, commander of NATO's Multinational Corps Northeast. General, thank you so much for being with us. I would like to start off with the main advantages of the activities of the Corps and what sort of function does it fulfill in the deterrence on NATO's eastern flank?
I know if somebody asks me what is the main issue today, it's really hard for me to say because the Corps is deploying a couple of countries. In each area of responsibility we do a lot of things. But if you ask me about the center of gravity nowadays or today, we have a huge exercise in the vicinity of Polish boundaries in the Belovo-Piskie training area, and the exercise with the American and Polish forces, which is integrate our interoperability. That means every time, every day happens something.
And we know that the theater of war is changing and evolving based on the war just next door, so the theater of war in Ukraine. What would you say are the main lessons that the Corps has drawn over the course of the last 12 months? And how is it impacting the sort of activities and undertakings that you are currently practicing for?
Yeah, you touch, I can say, very soft stomach of the issue as a security. The everyday provide for us lessons learned, lessons identified. It's not easy to follow the whole things which is provide for any conflicts to our area of responsibility. We analyze all things that happen, even though in our conflict very close in our boundaries. I mean, Ukrainian and Russian conflict as the huge, I can say, training area. But maybe it's a wrong word, but from our perspective, we try to learn as much as we can, even though Middle East and another different areas provide for us every day some lessons learned. It's not easy to transform this lesson learned to our preparation to hypothetical conflict, to increase our deterrence action and vigilance. But what is important? We must understand that this whole lessons learned cannot be transformed one-to-one. We must understand that we as a NATO we are a different stakeholder of security environment, different than Ukraine, different than Iran, additional players of the things. But what is the important? We have the same adversary. That means that something is stable. I mean, we can observe how our, hypothetically, because I want to use that word, our adversary learned, how they change, how it transform nowadays, lessons learned coming from the existing conflicts. And we try to understand how they change their culture, I mean, the fighting culture. I don't know if that word even though exists, but I'm going to adapt this two words to our, I can say, military dictionary, cultural fight. But it's important for me to know how our adversaries change their mind, to know how they are thinking in the modern future conflict in, third millennium style.
But we also know that there are capabilities which have emerged from Ukraine, namely and primarily drones. So that has been a huge emphasis, and that has been emphasized across NATO alliance as a new area in which they have to refocus and kind of hone in their capabilities, their responsibilities, and the training as well. How much of the Corps' responsibility and activities are also focusing on drone warfare at present?
This conflict, like all the conflicts, are a platform of new, not only capabilities, but new modern warfighting capabilities. Drones, unmanned devices. I can use maybe this universal key to explain, to depict what's happened now. We observe how the unmanned devices overwhelmed permanently current battle space. And we cannot ignore it. Even though the NATO as a structure have a huge advance if we count amount of the air assets, navy assets, land forces assets, But if we compare it with the present activities on the battle space, unmanned devices overwhelm, as I said 1 minute before, overwhelm the battle space, and we implement our project as well. All countries, I mean 32 countries as a partners of NATO, provide every day some new ideas how to deal with this. As a core which is oriented mostly as a defense posture, I'm looking how to deal with this, not how to use in offensive way. And every day our partners, as I said, I have in NATO we have 32 partners. In my core is 21 nations. That's exactly almost two-third part of NATO, I mean intellectual capabilities. Is present in my core every day. And I just discussed, I have many experiments in area of responsibility on our field training exercises, places in the whole countries which just are responsible for. We train, we try to find out the best solution how to deal with these unmanned devices. And as I said, everything that's happening in the current battle space cannot be ignored by us.
And just lastly, very briefly, because I'm aware that we're running out of time, there have been multiple officials across NATO, including the Supreme Allied Commander for Europe, Alexis Grynkevich, who have warned that a possible attack by Russia is imminent, reaching to the dates of 2027 to 2030. As somebody who's close to the adversarial threat by the proximity of geography, how realistic do you think that that is as a threat?
Every time when I have even though engagement with the media, everybody asks me about the hypothetical date of something wrong is going to be happen. Sorry, but I can use something which happened in the past 3 or 4 centuries before New Age. A very smart guy said, the future is known by God, can be prophets by prophets, but only the stupid guy can exactly say what's going to be happening in your future. I cannot tell you about the dates. I can tell you what we have to do to delay the dates. Even though somebody can say something wrong cannot be happening in 2, 3, 4 years or maybe in months, I can say, yes, that's only a part of the truth. There will be happen something wrong, we will be doing nothing. If our deterrence will be better and better, our capabilities will be stronger and projected to our adversary correct way, using even though the media, strategic communication area of responsibility, that means that whole dates can be delayed and postponed to the unrealistic future. I'm going to keep that statement and I'm optimistically approach to that things. As a commander, I can, and I prepared my subordinate units, MSUs, commanders to worst case scenario. But realistically, as our deterrence will be effective, any hypothetical wrong scenarios or worst case scenarios will never be happened.
General, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching from Warsaw for TVP World, Zuzanna Jurek.